Hi there. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. So today we're going to talk about spiritual pain. Now, do you wonder what is it? What could be the spiritual pain? The clue I got just a couple of hours before we had a live, and I thought that would be an appropriate topic to discuss. So an old student of mine called up saying that I've been going through terrible pains and aches, and I was just wondering why is she suffering so much? Because she has all the tools and techniques that she could use to help herself out of this pain. And then we got talking. Leaving the details aside, I realized that she was already on a spiritual path. Apart from radical, she was also doing meditation and other practices where she was striving for moksha. Now, in radical, we don't talk about it, but there are other practices where the carrot given is moksha. And to have moksha, you have to have minimum karmas. And she said, for some reason, I realized that I've been criticizing and judging people, and that can generate further karmas. And probably I have made a mistake and I should not be forgiven because I have hurt people by criticizing them and judging them. This is none of my business. I agree, we have no business criticizing and judging others. But we have no business punishing ourselves for criticizing and judging others. Now, even if you did, so what? She found it so difficult to forgive herself because it was against her uh, maybe religious belief or it was against her spiritual belief that she's not supposed to be judging and criticizing others. This is one of those no stuff for her as per her upbringing or her prior uh, conditioning. So it took a long time for her to understand the truth is beyond all the preaching, including that which I might have given to you, because you have your own truth. So when I helped her go to her soul consciousness to discover the truth behind the whole story, she realized that it's all about disillusionment. Life is a big illusion. Being human is also a big illusion. Religions are illusions at some level. I'm not saying fully, but even they can be illusion because if that was the truth, then all religion would say the same thing in the same words, in the same format, which is not always the case. So to a certain extent, in some format, they can be an illusion. Your beliefs are certainly illusions. You exist. That itself can be an illusion if you look at it from the ultimate consciousness point of view. Because you think you're in your body, and if you look at it from the ultimate consciousness, well, you're inseparable. So a lot depends upon at what level of consciousness you're observing and what you're going through, what are you operating from. So what seems to be a big sin from the human point of view could be very normal and natural from the highest consciousness point of view. So why punish yourself? Why trouble yourself? Why go through so much hurt, hoping that I will be able to transcend this human life and attain moksha one fine day? By trying not to hurt others, are you hurting yourself? By trying to have bliss one fine day, are you going through restlessness and pains right now? While trying to have ultimate liberation 1.8. Are you restricting yourself right now? These are the questions just ask yourself. In an attempt to enjoy the heavenly bliss after death, are you putting yourself through troubles and torture? If you're doing that, ask yourself, is it really needed? What if you could be in that bliss in this very moment, in this very second? Life is in this moment, here and now, in this particular experience, waiting for better tomorrow. Don't let yourself go through a hell. Don't punish yourself, and don't manifest and invite further pains, whether emotional, spiritual, or physical. You don't deserve it. You're, in any case, a divine soul who've come here for human set of experiences. In our humanness, we do err, we do make mistakes, we do feel guilty, but forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, forgive everyone, and do not suffer because you did something wrong or others did something wrong once upon a time. Stop being atrocious towards yourself, at least, because a lot of pains are caused by self-punishment with hope, a big hope of being a better human being, to have a better life after the death. Enjoy this very moment and enjoy the bliss of this very moment. Are you ready for that? Okay, having said that, uh, would anybody like to come forward for a conversation or a demonstration or any questions for that matter? Okay, no worries. So let's do some radical statements for self-forgiveness, okay? And soul level forgiveness as well. So just close your eyes and recite with me and after me. With soul's love, I forgive myself for human errors. With soul's love, I forgive myself for human errors. With soul's love, I forgive myself for human errors. With soul's love, I forgive myself for punishing myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for punishing myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for punishing myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being unethical. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being unethical. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being unethical. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being incorrect. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being incorrect. With soul's love, I forgive myself for being incorrect. With soul's love, I forgive myself for the fear of forgiving myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for the fear of forgiving myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for the fear of forgiving myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resistance to forgive myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my resistance to forgive myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my resistance to forgive myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my resistance to forgive others. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my resistance to forgive others. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my resistance to forgive others. With soul's love, I forgive myself across time and space. With soul's love, I forgive myself across time and space. With soul's love, I forgive myself across time and space. With soul's love, I forgive myself across generations. With soul's love, I forgive myself across generations. With soul's love, I forgive myself across generations. With soul's love, I forgive myself across all levels of my consciousness. With soul's love, I forgive myself across all levels of my consciousness. With soul's love, I forgive myself across all levels of my consciousness. With soul's love, I eternally forgive myself. With soul's love, I eternally forgive myself. With soul's love, I eternally forgive myself. Keep forgiving yourself day in and day out. Don't worry. You're not going to make mistakes further. And even if you forgive, others are not going to make a mistake. In fact, by forgiving, you're liberating yourself from rigid beliefs about yourself and others. You deserve genuine forgiveness. Truly forgive from the bottom of your heart and at all levels of your existence. If you find it difficult to forgive, use radical statements. Maybe you can reach out to one of the radical mentors or just ping on our website, www.isollife.com, and one of us will reach out to you and help you out with that. Do let us know what is it that you can't forgive. And let's take this opportunity, this lifetime, this moment, and make the best out of it by forgiving yourself, others, across generations and across time and space. Find the true liberation through that. And that's a way to rise beyond your own karmas, ancestral karmas, and karmas across lifetimes. And that's a true moksha. Thank you. See you. Okay, before I go, I just see Preeti's message. Ma'am, why do we get up in the morning with body ache? Many people ask me, I wonder. Okay, so this is a question from one of the doctors over here. A lot of people get up in the morning with body aches. These are the people, generally they are ungrounded. They escape their body in the sleep. So they run away from their body into different realms. Many of them have very unhappy life. So when they sleep, they use sleep as an excuse to escape their body. Many of us, we escape, our energies escape the body, and at times we're not present fully. Now, when you wake up with an alarm or with a doorbell, we often get up with a start, and the escaped energy bodies do not get enough time and chance to integrate back into the physical body. And that's when you wake up with aches and pains. So, what you need to advise is when you open your eyes, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes and just allow all the energies to come back to your body. You can also affirm, integrate, integrate, integrate. Just affirm, integrate, integrate, integrate 7 times, and allow all your energies to be back into the body. Gently move your toes and then fingers, and shrug your shoulders and turn your head from side to side. And this movement, a gentle movement, will give a chance to all the energy bodies to come back and integrate back into the physical body. And that's how the aches and pains will be much lesser. Another reason is the stiffness. If you have slept in an air conditioner or in a very stiff posture throughout the night, there could be a natural stiffness in the body, but that is something maybe your doctors will be able to tell you, or you as a doctor will be able to guide. But most of the time, it is a spiritual reason which not many people understand. And the best way to have a long-term solution is to resolve your perception of pain in the ground reality. The moment you do that, you would love to be 100% available to yourself and to your body, and wouldn't suffer so much from aches and pains. Thank you for asking this question. Love you all. Bye-bye.